As you guys all know, the $1 million Clash Royale qualifier was today. In today's Clash Royale video, I'm gonna show if I was able to qualify for the next stage of CRL in the $1 million tournament, and also against which best players in the world I've actually played. In case you guys don't want to miss any videos just like that, make subscribe and also make sure to use Creator Code Morten in the shop. So guys, it's actually, as you guys don't know, a burst of 3 duels format. So I actually have to win all of my last best of 3s. So I actually have to win this one and also the next one. If I win both of them, I will qualify. If not, I won't qualify. And this is already a really interesting start, bro. I was like so mad at this time. This is what happens in Clash Royale competitive also. As you guys can see, I have the worst possible starting. An opponent goes from lava in the back first play. No Inferno Dragon, no lava, nothing. I got the by far worst possible hand. I had to waste guards there. Because also wasting a Zap and so on is pretty bad in this type of matchup. So I have to go for my Void pretty high. Now I need to go for my Inferno Dragon there. He just goes in now for like, I just need to go Zap here, also go Arrows there. As you guys can see, he was just kind of wasted, honestly, his Zap there, but also making sure to cycle the evolution. But we are already behind 800 damage, and I also feel like the matchup is pretty bad because he got the Night Witch, right? And Night Witch is really powerful against Void, but also against Lava, right? So he got like 3 air counters with the Inferno Dragon, the Night Witch, and the Skeleton Ranks. I just got 2, so I already knew this matchup would be really tough. I mean, not at this point because I didn't know if he had like Night Witch or not. But I was pretty sure the matchup will be. The situation was already pretty bad. So he goes in for Night Witch, and I knew, okay, bro, this might be impossible to actually defend there. So I'm actually just gonna go for my Skellies there. So Skellies are gonna come down. He just decides to go for his Inferno Dragon. So the thing is, like, I kind of wait a bit with my Void, so the Void is kind of wasted. Honestly, I don't really think I had to play the Void because he just goes now for arrows. And I feel like, I mean, he had to go for arrows anyway. So I feel like I just kind of wasted my Void there. So I'm just going to go for my Zap. Just making sure kind of to, yeah, just cycling to my evolution. Also making sure to defend the Lava Pups. Okay, so now it's just time. I like, it was pretty obvious he goes lava in the front, so but like he's doing a really good job of just like pressuring me all the time to make sure that I'm not able to go in like for my lava on, right, and to build up a huge push. So I'm just gonna go for my Skatings there behind his Skatings, just get sniped. I feel like we did a really good job of them. But once again, this lava's always chipping away. He gets great Void. It was also pretty nice Inferno, so I have to waste my Void. And as you guys can see here, we're doing a pretty good job of defending, but we still have to defend the whole tower. And you guys gonna see I need to go lava down the back. Just gonna go for this now. And like this one shot was really annoying, but you guys gonna see now. So I'm just gonna play my Valk there to the side. But what the heck, how's the Valk moving? And the opponent, yeah, just goes in for Night Witch to the back. I have to go now for my Skellies here, but I already know it's over, right? He can just go basically for arrows on the left hand side. He can also go just for Evo Zap, it doesn't really matter, it's over anyway. GG's, well played. Game over. 0-1, and I'm like back against the wall. I need to win the next 2 games against SK. Next game here versus SK. So I'm just gonna play RG there. Honestly, not normally you guys gonna see an E-Spirit stack. Why did I switch it for Heal Spirit? Because Night Witch was out, Lava was out, and all of these kind of cards, right? So I feel like Heal Spirit was just better in the matchup, or like not better in the matchup especially, but like just better overall. So I'm just gonna go in there for my Barbarian Bro, just gonna go Heal Spirit. This game is actually incredible, right? Because it's basically a mirror matchup, almost a mirror matchup. I think he got like a different, yeah, he got different spell there with his Fireball over the Lightning, and I got like the Cracker instead of the Wizard there. So this is like kind of different. I honestly not sure what is better because of course Cracker can get some well, but Wizard overall is pretty nice, especially with the shield. Even Monk does pretty well against it. Lightning is not really doing the most awesome job. So just goes in for this. I'm just going to go for my ability there. I was kind of hoping maybe that my Monk ability could dodge his Monk abilities so that my Firecracker survives, but it's not going to happening. So that was really interesting. I'm just going to go for my Fisher now. I was actually like kind of surprised that he didn't go for Royal Champ, but he just decided to kind of chill there. I'm just going to go for my Baron Barrel there. And honestly, the start was pretty fine, right? We got some solid amount of damage there. He goes in now for like his E-Spirit. Just make sure you don't take any damage. And now I'm just going to go Ghost in the back. So far, so good. But I knew like one good Monk just puts everything like out of control or in control. Depends from which situation we're going to look at. So let's go for a Monk in the back. I guess he's just gonna kind of mirror up my play. I guess this is like a bit of advantage for him because his Monk is a bit more on his half. And so, yeah, I feel like you just kind of want to be making sure that, yeah, that you want to be like the second guy who plays the Monk. Because if you're the first guy, you're kind of going to be like defending in the opponent's half, and you kind of always want to defend your half, right, to get the counter push out. Because as you guys can see, his monk gets a bit more value there, still survives, and his fisherman is also there. So he goes in now really aggressive with his RG. So that was a really good barbarian, but I'm just going to go there. But as you guys can see here, this will be time damage. I was like, maybe I should have ghosted there, maybe I should have monked there, but I was like, okay, I don't really want to overcommit there. But it's still okay. I'm just going to go for my RG now in front of this, just to kind of get some extra value. So the good thing is my boy actually survives this. So I could have lightning maybe. Maybe I could have lightning, honestly, the fisherman. But I was like, okay, it's fine, right? I'm still going to be able to get a ton of damage. But the problem is kind of now that his fisherman still stays alive. And also, which is even more annoying, is that his, like, bro, like his evolution wizard is there, his monk is there. So he has like a ton of stuff on the board. So I was like, okay, maybe it's going to be a loss. So I'm just going to go for my barbarian bro there. Barbarian bro was like kind of getting defended from both sides, but actually our ghosts are doing a really good job because they're not going to get pushed back by the warrior giant, so the RG doesn't get the last shot. So I'm like, okay, I can still win this one. I could have gone maybe for my lightning there, but I was like, okay, I don't really think it's too worth it. Bad heat spell, unfortunately, but now it's just time for me to go in for my next voyage, and I feel like, okay, I need to win this game now, right? This is most likely my last possible chance of winning. I'm just going to misplace the fisherman there because he thought maybe he was going to do something. Maybe I should have just lightning instead, but the good thing is he still has to commit something against the fisherman. So honestly, I'm just going to go for my cracker there for one big shot to just get like some extra chip damage, and also hopefully making sure he's going to use his ability, but he actually decided to not do that. So I'm just going for my heat spirit there, and as you guys can see, he goes enough for this. So I'm actually going to wait there, but now I think I'm going to use my ability. Let's go, really good ability, making sure to hopefully also kill the wizard. Wizard almost dies, but I'm just going to go for my RG there, and he goes in for his barbarian bro, but a barbarian dies quickly, so I can just go for my fisherman here. He doesn't have enough elixir. My warrior giant stays alive, his warrior giant gets pulled over, and we're going to win this game 1-1. We're still alive, guys. Game number 3 here versus SK. So I'm actually deciding to go for the most best rocket deck in Clash Royale, right? This time we play with the Ice Spirit, just for the same reason in the last game where we did decide to play the Electro Spirit. And bro, this deck is so strong. But we got a pretty tough start. Really good tornado with him, to making sure to get the little prince in the range. And I'm doing a really good job overall. So I'm just gonna go for my scans. Also, which is really interesting, we actually decided to pick the Evolution Knight over the Skeleton, just for like, because we felt like maybe the opponent's gonna use Evolution Skeletons or Knight, but not in Evolution form. So we have like kind of like a better matchup with the Evolution Knight over his normal Knight. So because we kind of expected a Knight deck, so that's kind of the reason even overall think Evolution Skeletons are a bit better in this deck. But this is like why the duels format is so good. So let's go for my LP there, just making sure like kind of bait out maybe a spell, because I still don't know what this guy is playing. So I'm just gonna go for my Tesla High. You guys know, it's just like Rocket Cycle basically. I made a video, I got like in the last video I got to #1 in the world with it. It's such a good deck, it's just Rocket Cycle. So just make sure to kind of block the bridge, and I'm just gonna go for my lock there. If you get the perfect lock timing, no shots. Actually, I don't get the perfect lock timings because I'm finished. So using now my skeletons in the back. And now I'm just gonna go Prince at the bridge there. He goes in for his knight, and he's most likely just gonna go in for his cracker. The evolution, I need to be careful about evolution cracker tornado, right? This is what I kind of knew, because evolution cracker plus tornado gets so much well against me. So he goes in for this, and this is like kind of where I'm like, boo, what the heck, bro? What are you playing? Why does he already a big spell? Because I thought maybe he just plays a cheap cycle version without a big spell, but he actually had one. So he goes in there for a really smart tornado, but I'm still going to be able to get some chip there. I'm also pretty much up on elixir, which I knew. So we're going to head into double elixir time. So I'm just going to throw my first rocket because I'm up on elixir. So I was like up like 3 elixirs, so it's completely fine for me to take the rocket, because now after night we're kind of even, and I also got the evolution knight in hand. So he's just gonna go decide for this. I think I'm using my little Prince Orbis lane for the 3-card cycle. Makes sense. He uses his Tesla, so it kind of means, okay, I need to go in for my evolution at the bridge just to make sure to block the bridge, because that means my lock will be able to completely count it if you do it in the right placement, which we didn't. I need to go now for my ability. Ability also a bit late, so 2 really big misplays on my end. But I'm just gonna go for my Princess there, just making sure I don't have from any spell value. He goes in for his crack. I'm just gonna go Ice Spirit there, getting the King activation, also blocking this once again at the bridge. I need to go Rocket, right? That was pretty obvious that I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go for a lock there. This time we do, no, it's still, once again, not the perfect lock. I'm doing small, like, micro mistakes right now, which kind of gives them always a bit of chip damage. But the good thing is now I got my Evil Tesla, which of course is going to be able to get sample. I'm just going to go for this. I need to be careful about this Evolution Cracker. We all know that how good Evolution Cracker can be. So I'm actually gonna go for my LP there just to make sure to kill his test and also kind of prevent maybe in case he goes in for Evolution Cracker. So now we're gonna get a bit lucky because he plays his Cracker and I knew, okay, his Cracker will go to the right side, hopefully. And this means his Cracker is completely wasted. So it's a big waste of Elixir for him. And this means, okay, that's completely nice for me because now we're actually in a damage lead. He will go in for Poison. Of course, this is a matchup where we take a ton of advantage out of like the recent Poison nerf because as you guys can see, it's always like 20 damage less than it used to be. So this is really stacking up if he plays 5-6 Poisons, right, which you're kind of able to get back the damage with the rockets there. So I'm just gonna go now for my Prince in the back, just getting value once again, going in for my Tesla there, just making sure to always distract the Knight and also kind of blow Witch Pocket, right, because that means I can get a flawless defense there with my Log. Even that died a bit quicker than I expected, so I'm just gonna go now for my Evolution Tester there. But as you guys can see now, my Princess actually gets on tower. This means I just need 2 rockets and a Log. So I'm just gonna go for rocket number 1, just gonna go Skeleton Ice Spirit. And I'm just gonna go for my next Log there. I'm just gonna go now for my next Tesla here, just trying to play everything at the bridge. I know he could go Cracker now. I'm just gonna go for my Rocketeer, and we all know it's over. GG's were played. So now we go into the do or die game. If I win, I qualify. If I don't, I don't. So guys, we're gonna go into the game here, the deciding game versus Kassian, who is actually really old school pro. He was already competing in 2020 in CRL on like Fav Gaming. Was like really good, or like he is still really good. Otherwise I wouldn't face him, right? So he's really good. I didn't see him play a lot in the last couple of months, but he was always a pretty solid player. He was never like a top 10 player in the world. He was used to be a really good Hawkwire player. I think his best finish actually with Hawkwire Cycle. So he's really good with it, and he is gonna go in for his Lava in the back. I'm just gonna go for my Fisher in the back on the same side. And the problem kind of with this matchup is honestly right away, where is everybody going Lava first play against me? I have no idea. So the problem with this matchup is kind of, in my opinion, is that I just got one air answer. So this is like always happening, right? Whenever I play just one air counter, I'm always playing against Lava. It's just like that, guys. So he goes in for a bomb, and I feel like, okay, I can just go for my RG at the bridge because I feel like it would be a really good play, right? Just gonna go RG, and now he goes to go for his Inferno. I don't know why he didn't go instantly Valk, but like look at the RG damage actually. So we're going to get a really early damage lead. So in this sequence, maybe I should have just fished it at the bridge to get even more damage. Maybe it would have been a good play because he had like nothing against it, or like maybe even Monk at the bridge. I know, maybe it would have been a play, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I should have just like fished it to waste maybe, or to maybe bait out like a Phoenix. I'm not sure, because the thing is, like, I knew this matchup would be still pretty tough even with the good start, because I got just one anti-air answer, right? And he also got Snowball, bro, which means he's able to push back it into like troops, into like a range where he's not close to tower anymore, so he's able to avoid it alone. So I'm just gonna go for the anti-void spot again. This is like the anti-void spot. This is how you want to play, but he's just gonna be able to snowball it, right? So he's going for a really smart snowball. That was actually really well played on his end. And look at the damage he's gonna be able to get. So I'm just gonna go for my ability there. And I still have to go for my arrows now pretty late, but as you guys can see, there's no counter push potential. So I kind of have to go for my RG alone at the bridge, which is not really a smart play. I think I still should have done it in this type of situation, because soon he's going to be able to get the Evolution Valk, and whenever he has the Evolution Valk, it's basically over. Because Evolution Valk does just so well against all my troops, especially the RG, and this is pretty bad. So let's go for my Monk there. He's just going to go for my ability. So I don't know why the Bomber gets on tower for like the one shot, but that was pretty unlucky. So really good Void also on his end. But yes, you guys can see, every time I have to waste my troops to tank for my tower, to tank for my Evolution Wizard. And once again, right, I have to go for this. So I have to go now for my RG at the bridge. But I kind of know, right, it's like over, right? I'm pushing into him. It doesn't make any sense. He got Evolution, but this game is over. GG's were played, so I have to win the last 2 games to qualify. Otherwise, it's over, guys. It's over. I mean, you guys can see, like, it just goes for this. It doesn't matter what I do. This is like basically over. His push is too big. I can just go for my Monk and also an ability, but it's just gonna die too quickly, even with his ult. So you're just gonna waste it, like spam another skill during saying good game. It's over. GG's, well played. Honestly, this game number 2, might be one of the best games I've ever played in Clash Royale history. I just felt like this was one of the best games. Look at this ice bird, by the way. You guys gonna see, actually I was like thinking I lost this game like 2 times at one moment. But it's gonna get really close at the end. I don't want to spoil it too much. Maybe I already spoiled a bit too much. But this game actually is really intense and crazy. So I'm just gonna go for my LP there in the back. Just trying to kind of chill. Don't really want to do too much there. And he's just gonna go for my good old knight in front to make sure, okay, I'm gonna block this, gonna go for skeletons just to make sure to get a bit extra ball. He goes for Eastwood and also decides to go in for his fireball. I'm just gonna, I was actually clicking the ability, but bro, actually replay looks different because I had way lower elixir because I didn't get my elixir back in time, or like that quickly. But at least I'm gonna get a flawless RG defense. I'm just gonna go for my 19. Every single RG shots of course matters, especially in this type of match, right? So I'm just gonna go for this, but this time he knew I would go and like to block his barbarian, so he has to waste the monks. Actually wasting 5 elixir instead of sedation is really, really nice for me. And he still decides to use an ability that was actually really aggressive. I'm just gonna go for my evolution little prince. New card confirmed. No, for my normal little prince. And using skeletons over there. Using my Icebird now. Do we just go? I think I should have gone Icebird and also for my knight there because he didn't have his fireball in cycle. I think it would have been a good player wall to just pressure a bit. But the good thing is my little prince and my guardian pushed my little prince to the side, so I'm able to get a ton of chip damage. I already know it's looking really, really good. But we all know it still can be rough, especially if he gets like his big pushes. Especially in double and triple elixir time with his monk, with his firecracker. Actually, firecracker can be really, really annoying behind it because I can't really kill with rocket. So if he gets like an evolution RG, monk, evolution cracker push, you need to pray, bro. So I'm just going for my Tesla there. Tesla actually gets a ton of value, so okay, I'm just gonna go for my skeleton. He actually gets a really good proc, so I'm just gonna go for his RG number 1. I was like, okay, this might be already some trouble, but it was actually a really, really good lock there. And also gonna go for this now, so I need to go for my skeletons there. I'm just gonna go for my Icebird, bro. What the heck was this defense? Flawless, bro. That was brutal, bro. That was prime mortenroyale. That was a really good defense. I'm really happy about this. So let's go for another prince then in the back. So prince is gonna do a good job. I'm just gonna go skeletons to split this, and I'm just gonna go once again for my knight there. And using now my Icebird here. Icebird is gonna come down. I'm just gonna go for another tester there, just making sure to kind of get as much value as I can. And now I'm just gonna go prince. There was actually a really smart play on his end, but I think he's now doing a mistake and bubble the right side, which means I do get like 3 evolution skeletons. So evolution skeletons gonna kill everything. He didn't have barbarian heavy and cycle. Fireball would be worth it, and also no Eastwood in hand. So really good defense, really clean gameplay. Okay, I'm just gonna go for my princess there. And now he goes in for his fisherman. So fisherman's gonna come down. I'm just gonna go log there. And I'm just using now my Icebird there. Just gonna go princess. Princess is gonna come down. Just gonna go now for my knight. No, I'm just gonna go skeleton's bridge block, but it actually worked out, bro. So far, so good. Using my Icebird there. Icebird's doing a good job. Also, my prince is gonna stay alive. So I'm just gonna go for my monk there. For my knight there. Also gonna go for my LP ability. LP ability is doing a really good job. They're just making sure to clean up everything. Goes into or he's not gonna get the shot. So far, so good. Still 700 or like almost 800 lead there. He goes in like for his phoenix there to make sure to kill my princess immediately. I'm just using my knight there once again in the back and just slow rolling again at the same what he does now with his royal giant in the back. It's time for me to go for LP on the right side. And he has like 1 minute left. I know he's going to be able to get like 1 more evolution cracker. 100%. It's like it's just too quick for it. He will get a ton of value. So triple X time might be a time where he's going to be able to get the final big push there. So I'm just going to cycle my lock there. Really good lock by the way. So I'm using now my ability using this now. And he's going to be able to get a good push now. I'm just going to go for a really good Icebird using this. I can't really use a lock there. Also, it's going to get pushback. As you guys can see, the cracker gets so much well. I'm like really in trouble. My evolution cracker Tesla dies a bit too quick. So I'm just going to go for my Tesla that he uses. Like his IG is still doing a good job. He has the next IG now on the board. I'm just going to go Icebird there. And look at this, bro. 2 cracker on the map. Two fishermans. What the heck is even going on? He just goes also for another monk here. This is looking so bad. I need to go for my Icebird there. I need to go for my log early there. Just making sure to kill everything. Goes on for his next royal giant. I do miss all of the crackers. I'm just going to go now for my next fisherman is gonna come down. Log Icebird is gonna come down. I'm just gonna go for my log there. It's gonna be a really good defense. RG just gets one shot. What the heck? I'm just gonna go for my rocket there. GG's will play. How did I win this? Nothing. Yeah, I can't describe it. What the heck? That was crazy. That was a good defense, man. Okay, guys. Do or die. If I win, I'm in the next stage. If I lose, I am out and homeless. And yeah, I don't know. Need to work at McDonald's tomorrow. So I'm just gonna go for my bomb in the back. Opponent goes for Hawk Ride. I'm just gonna go for my bowler here, and honestly my deck is really interesting. I was kind of expecting a cycle deck. The problem is I was like pretty happy that I saw Hawk, but you guys gonna see one card which is as always just destroying me, bro. which I didn't expect. First of all, it's Poison, bro. Poison is so good. I thought he might have Earthquake, because Earthquake, I mean, Hawk makes sense, right? But Poison is so good against me, against, like, Magic Archer. I can't stack it, Scale Drinks, but he also got Wizard, bro. I was, like, so mad. I was, like, hoping it was Queen, because this Cracker was already out, but it's actually Evolution Wizard, bro. Oh, Wizard is so broken against me. I can't kill it. I don't even have Barbarian or something. I actually can't kill it. Like, it's so tough for me to kill G-Skelly Wizard. And also, like, what the heck is my Golden Knight doing there? My Golden Knight sucks. So, he's just gonna go for his Hawk. I'm just gonna go for my Bomber High there. And now I need to go for my Nado. That was actually a really good Tornado, making sure to get a flawless King to activation. So it was actually really well played. But I still know, bro. I still know how tough it will be to defend all of these pushes. So, how do I win this there? So he goes in for his guards now at the bridge. I'm just gonna go for my Bomber, second to my Evolution. But you're just gonna see now, I think I'm just gonna go for my first drill. So I know, like, he needs to do some mistakes. So it was really good because he had to waste his log, or he wasted his log. So my Bomber will get a ton of bullet. Maybe I should have Magic Archer that now. I don't know. Maybe Magic Archer would have been a cool play, but I decided to not do it because he would have kind of just go Evolution Wizard and I would have lost. So, but to be fair, like, what should I have done, bro? If I go to Golden Knight, it's also a waste, but I think I'm just gonna go for my Bowler. My Bowler's kind of sucks skewed as always. So here I'm just gonna go for my Zap there a bit, like 1 second too late, so it got the second shot, but like, doesn't matter what I do, right? Because like his troops get so much value against me. If I go like for my Scaly Drakes, he just goes Evolution Wizard. I can't kill for big spells, so maybe the deck choice was bad. But of course, like, you're always smarter afterwards, right? Like, after the game happens, you're always gonna be the smarter guy. So I'm just going for my Scaly Drakes because I thought he has Earthquake, but he just goes in for a Poison. I'm like, what the heck, bro? This might be over. So he just goes in for his Ice Beam. I'm just gonna go Bomber there. Now he goes in for this. I'm just using my Bomber there. I think now I'm just gonna go for my Tornado, but actually a really good Tornado by the way. That was a really good Tornado, but once again, this time he didn't get a shot, so I had like a really good counter push. So I was like, maybe this time we can do something, but he goes in for this, he goes now for his Evolution Pair Slides, like kind of like a flawless defense, so yeah, not really like anything, bro. We don't really get anything off this, so I still think it was a good Evolution Step to do that. I was hoping that his Wizard dies. Of course it doesn't, as always, bro. Why would it die? So the ball is gonna come down. So here I'm doing a really big mistake. I think I was gonna go for my Bomber. I should have gone for, a different NATO play, but you're also gonna go for that giant skill kit once again, everything, and just like kind of the same, right? And I can't also really push same lane because I need to use the troops on defense because the G-Skelly is so tanky. So I don't know, bro. I know what I could have done now in this type of situation. Because like he would just go for this again, and he's just gonna repeat and repeat and repeat. So here I think I'm doing the maximum mistake. Yeah, that was a bad Tornado, bro. I thought, I misplaced the Tornado completely, bro. And this is over, guys. This is it. I played it pretty poorly at this point. I don't know, like I'm gonna get a ton of damage now on the left hand side. I don't know. I just feel like even without the NATO mistake, it would have been harder. But of course, it kind of lost me the game immediately. I think I would have still lost it later on. But yeah, it's rough, guys. It's really, really rough. Wizard was just too broken. Nerf Wizard, guys. So we didn't make it this time for the top 8 this month. We still got 2 months left to qualify for the World Finals. So I will try my best. I still hope you guys enjoyed this casual video. I still want to show you all of my games, even if I'm losing. I think it's just like part of me, part of the essence, part of like the content. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video still. In case you guys don't want to miss any Clash Royale content just like that, make sure to subscribe and make sure to use Critical More in the shop to support me. Goodbye.